Everybody ready? Okay, ow! Son of a... It shocked me. Okay, take two. Hola everybody, Jennifer here. Thanks so much for joining me here on Two Gringos on the Gulf as I present our April 2025 budget. I'm going to get just straight into it so we can bring Daryl on and have a little chat at the end of it. Okay, so in April, our rent was 15,000 pesos, 768 US dollars, 1,065 Canadian dollars. Groceries was 6,850 pesos, 350 US dollars, 486 Canadian dollars. Dining out was 4,458 pesos, 228 US dollars, and 316 Canadian dollars. Gas, we actually did put gas in the car. We did a trip to Salinas Cruise and we filled up before that. So that was 900 pesos, 46 US dollars, 64 Canadian dollars. Vet bills. I don't want to talk about this amount. We don't really have time. But it was 7,850 pesos, 402 Canadian or US dollars, 557 Canadian dollars. I will just say that CC's happy and healthy, probably better than he has been in years. Most of that money is medication. Power bill, we did have a power bill. We get it every 2 months, and it was 2,890 pesos, 148 US dollars, 205 Canadian dollars. Cell phones, 2 cell phones, one with the plan and one pay as you go, 915 pesos, 47 US dollars, 65 Canadian dollars. No personal grooming, no grooming. I am the groomer now and I'm not doing a great job. Personal purchases, 311 pesos, 16 US dollars, 22 Canadian dollars. Oh, that included some notions. I bought some sewing notions to do some repairs to our car cover, and Daryl bought some shorts, I believe. Propane. We did have to fill it, of course, because we were leaving. 613 pesos, 32 US dollars, and 43 Canadian dollars. I hope our next renters get great use out of our propane. You need it though, so no point in complaining about it. I think we only filled it every 4 months. Travel. If I'm not mistaken, yes. So travel includes a couple of different things. It's the tail end of Daryl's family trip. So there was some excursions in there and any dining out we did with them. And we also went to Salinas Cruise. Pardon me, that's on the next budget. So the only travel was the tail end of his family visit. My apologies. But I would say that the majority of the visit was in the April budget. So that's why it's so high. So that's 14,201 pesos, 727 US dollars, 1,008 Canadian dollars. Medicines and prescriptions, 424 pesos, 22 US dollars, 30 Canadian dollars, and that was just for my acid reflux medicine. No Amazon purchases. Extras we did have. So we had to replace the hood of our car. We have a business in our neighborhood. They're backing trucks in and out all day long. And one of them scraped up our vehicle, but we really had no proof that it was them. Just, line up the back of their truck to the dent in our car and you can figure it out. But I did talk to them. They apologized. I said, I'm going to fix it, but I don't want to fix it again, so please be careful. And they said thank you, and that was fine. So that cost 2,500 pesos, 128 US dollars, 177 Canadian dollars. So that's not bad. Like, I'm sure it was, I don't know if he ordered the hood already red or if he painted it red, but it's a whole new hood, and his labor for doing it. So great deal. Daryl bought some more stickers for our YouTube channel, 400 pesos, 21 US dollars, 28 Canadian dollars. A dear friend Jessica had a birthday in April, 1,000 pesos for a gift. I just sent her money to get what she wants. I think they went to dinner with it. 51 US dollars, 71 Canadian dollars, making our total budget 59,812 pesos, 3,062 US dollars, 4,247 Canadian dollars. A whopper of budget, but I think it's because that travel budget was so high, and we did, you know, keep things low key until his family did arrive so that we could have a good time with him. So without further ado, thank you so much for sticking around to the end of the video. We have now left Huatulco, so I want to bring Daryl on as my guest so we can talk about our stay in Huatulco and our thoughts on it. So please come join us, Daryl.
All right, guys. Welcome. Thanks for joining us today. We really appreciate it. Before we get started, I just want to give a shout out to my lovely wife, Jennifer, here. She's been doing a great job with these budget videos. If you like them, give us a thumbs up. We'd greatly appreciate it. So, as everybody knows, Huatulco is 9 bays, 36 beaches, and all the beaches are very beautiful and pristine. If you go early in the morning, you're going to have those beaches to yourself, especially on a weekday. On the weekends, they're going to be busy, except for the slow season. But even then, if you go early in the morning, chances are you could be by yourself. So, with that being said, they're all pristine and there's plentiful 9 bays, 36 beaches, and each one is different. So get out there and explore, guys. Don't be shy. Now, we want to talk about the prices for a little bit here, guys. We found excursions like the 5 bay tour, going to the waterfalls, all fairly reasonable as far as price wise. Very, very reasonable. So that's a good thing. And I'm not going to say the prices because they're going to change, by the time you get there, right? So, but just know that they're going to be probably pretty reasonably priced.
Yes, and we dealt direct mostly.
Yeah.
So if you go through a resort or whatever, they're gonna tack on their middleman prices.
Yeah. And then the food also, we found dining out pretty reasonably priced. And Oaxaca is famous for their cuisine. I mean, the food in Oaxaca is to die for. It really is. It really is. I'd give my right arm for a good Oaxacan meal. The food was really good. And like I said, dining out, I mean, sure, there's expensive options, obviously, but it's pretty easy to find a deal when dining out, that's for sure. Plenty full of deals out there when dining out, and the street food is very delicious. So don't be afraid to get out there and try some street food. And you get away from the restaurants once in a while and sit in the park and eat a taco or a tamale or whatever. So yeah, that's really all I have to say about that. Now Jennifer is going to carry on with a couple points, guys.
Firstly, I want to talk about the people. They were welcoming, warm, friendly, courteous. Always a pleasure. The people of Mexico are one of the reasons for us moving to Mexico. The area itself, we stuck mostly to La Crucecita, Santa Cruz, the surrounding bays and beaches. It was a quiet, tranquil place, safe and very family oriented. The area was small enough to be very walkable, bikeable, and the transportation is reasonably priced.
Yeah, and then it's always hot and sunny there. So Huatulco is known on average to have 330 days of sunlight a year. So that doesn't leave much room for rain. So it's very hot, very humid.
If you like that kind of climate, it's perfect for you.
Yeah. If you like hot and humid, Huatulco is the place for you. If you don't, probably not the place for you.
And just some thoughts to consider, I guess. we found that the rent was too high. You can find deals, sure, but you really have to search for them. Um, and it's for, I know it's a beach area, but it was even more expensive than other beach areas in Mexico.
That we've been in anyway.
Yeah.
I found it dry and brown. Like when you leave the town area where they're not watering, it's pretty dry and pretty brown, which can be like
Most of the year.
yeah, most of the year. I mean,
We missed out on the green lush time. We
yeah,
left right before the rainy season.
yeah, we arrived after the rainy season and we left before the rainy season. So I think it sprinkled once the whole time we were there, and or twice maybe. We were there for 8 months and it rained, and it was just a light rain twice. I think the whole time we were there. I think it clouded over a couple times, but 8 months of pure sunshine. So it was getting pretty dry when we left and pretty brown. But they do water around La Crucita and Santa Cruz. So, those areas where the tourists are and whatnot, they're green. But and then only other bad thing, it's far away from a major center. Like you're so far south. Like we had a friend that was actually living there in Huatulco for a while, and she's an elderly lady like us, and she just felt with getting older that maybe the hospitals, the facilities weren't going to be good enough for her if she had, major problems or whatever. So she wanted to be in a bigger center. So that's something to consider if you're planning on retiring there and living there full time. As we age, our body's going to require more care, or if you have any ailments, some people need injections or, certain things that they have to go to the hospital for, right? So just keep that in mind anyway if you're thinking of retiring there full time. So I know it's a concern for some people. For us, we weren't really too concerned about it. We knew we were leaving, so.
Yeah, so that wraps up our thoughts on Huatulco. We thoroughly enjoyed our time there. I loved it.
Yeah.
I could stay there, but I also really have a desire and a drive to see more of Mexico. So
Yeah.
We're in Oaxaca City now, so watch for videos on that. And thank you so much for joining us. Any closing thoughts?
No, that's about it. I think overall, I too myself, I love Oaxaca City. The people are so friendly. Huatulco. The people are so friendly. The beaches are beautiful and abundant of beaches, and the food. We can't say enough about it. It's definitely worth checking out if you've never been there before. Highly recommend you go to Huatulco. Absolutely. God bless you guys. Peace on earth. Adios. Hasta luego.
Hasta luego.
And as always, be kind to one another.
Hasta el próximo video.